Thanatos, the embodiment of death. Unlike the violent or wrathful gods of Greek mythology, Thanatos is not a bringer of chaos or destruction, but rather a quiet, ever-present force. He comes with the softness of a final breath, the stillness of a world slipping into slumber, and the certainty of an ending that no one can escape. Thanatos, the son of Nyx, the primordial goddess of night, and Erebus, the god of darkness, was born from the very essence of shadow. From his mother, he inherited the cool, comforting silence of the night, while his father endowed him with the impenetrable veil of the unknown. He had no need for glory or grandeur like the gods of Olympus, for his power was something more profound. Death comes for all, king and beggar, hero and villain alike. And it is Thanatos who guides them from the realm of the living to the underworld with unwavering purpose. Unlike his brother Hypnos, the god of sleep who brings gentle rest to mortals, Thanatos does not offer dreams or peace, but rather the finality of life's conclusion. His wings, dark and silent, carry him unnoticed through the air. He is neither cruel nor kind, but neutral, unyielding in his task. Mortals fear him, for no one can bargain with death, but Thanatos bears no malice in his heart. His touch is cold, yet free of judgment, for he does not punish. He simply exists to fulfill the natural order. The poets described Thanatos as a figure draped in a dark cloak, his face veiled, as if to remind all who gaze upon him that death remains a mystery until the moment it arrives. His black wings stretch wide as he descends upon the earth, gliding through the realm of the living with the grace of inevitability. Unlike the harrowing visions of war or the fury of divine retribution, his presence is quiet, subtle. He comes to those whose time has run out, who are weary from life's trials, and in his arms they find release from their burdens. Yet, despite the calmness that surrounds him, Thanatos was not without challenge. Heroes, those who sought to defy fate, occasionally tried to resist his grasp. The story of Sisyphus, the cunning king who tricked Thanatos into chains, stands as one of the most famous instances where death itself was momentarily thwarted. For a time, the natural order was disrupted, and no one could die. Chaos ruled the world, but the gods intervened. Eventually, Thanatos was freed, and Sisyphus, for his insolence, was condemned to an eternity of toil in the underworld. Thanatos resumed his quiet work, undeterred by the defiance of a single man. In the realm of Hades, Thanatos held a unique role. While Hades ruled over the souls of the dead and judged their fates, it was Thanatos who ensured their arrival. He did not dwell in the underworld, but rather moved between worlds, guiding the newly deceased across the threshold. His duty was not to govern or command, but to usher souls from one state of existence to the next, a task he carried out without hesitation, without fail. In some myths, Thanatos appears in the context of fate, for every mortal has a thread spun by the fates themselves. When that thread is cut, Thanatos is there to collect the soul, an executor of the fate's decrees. There is no malice in his actions, only duty. Mortals might rage against the coming of death, but Thanatos remains indifferent, a figure of unyielding certainty amidst the chaos of life. As the centuries passed, Thanatos became more than a symbol of death. He represented the acceptance of mortality. In art and poetry, he is often depicted as a young man, serene and composed, a reminder that death is not a monstrous force but a natural conclusion. In some depictions, he carries an extinguished torch, symbolizing the end of life's flame, while in others, he is portrayed with folded wings, resting after completing his task. Though feared, Thanatos is not without a certain beauty. For in his wake comes rest, the release from suffering, the end of strife. His shadow may loom over every life, but it is a shadow that brings closure. In the grand tapestry of Greek mythology, where gods and mortals battle, love, and lose, Thanatos stands as a constant, reminding all who live that every beginning has an end. Through it all, Thanatos remains a figure of calm, unwavering in his role. He is the quiet at the end of the storm, the stillness after the final heartbeat, and the one who waits, patient and ever present, for every soul to eventually come to him. In the end, it is Thanatos who will meet us all, his wings brushing softly against the last light of